Hi folks, Shefik is here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about how you can use your open source projects as strong evidence for your Global Talent Visa application. I already shared the details of my Global Talent Visa application in this channel and in my personal blog, and my open source contributions were the strongest evidences of my application. I totally owned my open source projects to get the Global Talent Visa. If you are working on open source but wondering is this really enough or how can you present it better, this video is totally for you. But before we start, please like the video and do not forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the latest videos. Also, your comments are more than welcome. Thank you for your all support in advance. Let's get started. Firstly, let's discuss why open source matters. Open source projects are powerful because they are public, collaborative, and they show also leadership. When endorsers or officials review your portfolio, they want to see real world impact, and open source is one of the best ways to demonstrate that. But just saying I have a GitHub repo is not enough. You need to prove the value and impact of your work with solid evidence. First things first, what is your open source project about? You should make sure to check the current list of technical skills covered by the Technation criteria on the official gov.uk website. For example, as of early 2025, areas like AI and machine learning, cybersecurity, game development, and fintech are still included. A full list of eligible digital technology roles is also available here. As you can see, roles like ERP consultancy, system admin are excluded. So if your open source project is in one of the covered areas, then that's a good point to start. When you look those covered areas, AI, NLP and machine learning experts, cybersecurity, this means cryptography, DevOps and SysOps, also MLOps covered in this. Both experienced backend developers and the technologies are emphasized here, such as blockchain, Scala, Go, Elasticsearch, experienced data scientists and data engineers, experienced front-end developers, mobile developers, user experience and UI designers, video game developers, hardware engineers, operating system engineers, principal software engineers and developers, and finally virtual and augmented reality developers. So if your open source project is in one of the covered areas, then that's a good point to start, because you can start to focus on how to convince Technation about that your work is exceptional contribution to the field. First of all, one of the clearest indicators of an open source project is the number of GitHub Stars. When I applied to Global Talent Visa, the number of stars of the base repository was 10k. Today it has 19k stars, and this is important value for an open source project. A high star count directly shows that the community has recognized and appreciated your project. You can also compare your project with its competitors to show its impact is more than others in the field. However, not every important project has thousands of stars, so don't worry if your project is critical but niche. There are other ways to prove its value. If you have published your project as a package on Python Package Index, or shortly pip, or Node Package Index, the number of downloads becomes another key metric. npm packages provide the number of downloads and npmjs.com website. On the other hand, this is not available for pip projects, but you can use an alternative service. peppy.tech pulls the number of installations of your pip package, lifetime and daily intervals. For instance, the page has over 6 million installations, and you can see its daily installation counts in this graph. Sharing the daily installation counts is very important, because even if your download numbers are high, it's important to show that the growth is organic. This is also important for number of stars. You cannot find the daily star count on GitHub directly, but you can still use an alternative service star-history.com. This shows the number of stars of your open source project daily. With the daily numbers for stars and installations, you can prove it's not artificially boosted. Similarly, if you containerized your project, then the number of Docker pulls can also show the adoption. It also has its own star count on hub.docker.com. What's more, if your project has many dependent repositories, this is listed in the used by section, especially if some of them are big or famous, then that's a very good and that's a very strong signal. If your project becomes a dependency for a repo with thousands of stars, then that's the huge plus. You can see your dependent projects here one by one. If your project is more educational, like a template, a course material, or a guide, then instead of number of stars, forks may actually be more important than stars. High fork counts show that people are actively adapting and reusing your work. Furthermore, another way to demonstrate the importance of your open source project is using the academic citations. You can use Google Scholar service, and if you search source and set the address of your repository, it's going to list the citations. But unfortunately, open source projects are not cited standardly, so you may have more citations. Let me show this. This is my Google Scholar profile, and here you can see the citations of DeepFace repository. It has currently 34 academic citations, but next to citation number you are seeing a star. If you click it, this is listing the ways how it is cited. This is very important and very convincing because it shows scientific recognition. So you should definitely check Google Scholar source for your open source repository. If you share the address of your content on Google Scholar, that's totally enough because endorsers can confirm its citation count here. By the way, if you click the cited by number, we are going to see which papers are cited your work. But again, you don't have to list all those citing papers one by one in your evidence. This is easily confirmable from Google Scholar source. If your project is being used by well-known companies, that's golden. If you know which companies are using it, you can even request reference letters from their C-level executives. And in the reference letters, they should highlight how critical your project was for them. This is going to add incredible weight to your application. Another important metric is the number of contributors. A project with multiple external contributors shows that it's not just a personal toy project. It's something valuable enough that others invest their time in it. By the way, you don't necessarily need to own a project. If you contributed meaningfully to a large open source project, you can still present that as an evidence. Just make sure you show your commit history, the issues you solved or features you implemented. So in theory, any of DeepFace contributors can use DeepFace as an evidence only if they are contributing to this repository meaningfully and reasonably. Likewise, maybe your project addresses a very niche problem and metrics like stars, downloads, or citations aren't huge. I believe Lightfee library is an example of it. It has currently 8 stars, 8 forks, and it has 6 citations. Those numbers are not huge, but still it's resolving a niche problem. In that case, expert letters from academicians or tech leaders can help. They can explain why your project is important and what impact it has made. Never underestimate the power of strong recommendation letters. If your project has been mentioned in news or articles, technical blogs, or even community newsletters, make sure to include those as evidence too. Third-party validation always makes your case powerful. On top of everything from your open source work, you can create additional evidences. And remember, the more evidence, the better. For instance, you can pivot your open source work to an academic publication. Personally, I believe every serious project should aim to become an academic publication. And in the README of your repository, you should emphasize that how the researchers should cite your open source work. For instance, we published 4 different publications in the place and we shared its bibtext information here. So anyone using the place can cite it from its official publication. Supportively, as Jan LeCun, who's the head of AI at Meta, once said, if you do research and don't publish, then it's not science. He's also adding, if you never published your research but somehow develop it into a product, you might die rich, but you will still be a bit bitter and largely forgotten. You can start by publishing a simple preprint on arXiv, or a better choice, a conference proceeding or a journal article. If you turned your open source work into a formal publication, that's a standalone piece of evidence you can include into your application. And remember, citations are much easier to track with formal publications than open source projects. What's more, another powerful way to make powerful application is to talk about your open source project in public forums. This can be submitted as another set of evidence under community engagement. There are countless tech conferences, developer meetups, and online events where you can present your work. And every time you speak at one of these events, you are not only increasing your project's visibility, you are also adding another piece of very confirmable evidence to support your case. And don't just wait for invitations. You can apply to existing meetups by yourself, they are very welcoming, or even organize your own meetup and build a community around your project. This shows leadership, initiative, and technical authority, exactly what endorsers are looking for. To summarize, there is no single magic metric for proving an open source project's value. It's all about telling a convincing story with supportive data. If you believe your project is important, you need to back it up with multiple indicators: stars, number of installations, forks, citations, media mentions, contributions, and expert opinions. The stronger evidence, the stronger your global talent application will be. I hope this video gave you some clear ideas on how to showcase your open source projects for global talent visa. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because I will be sharing more tips on global talent and career building abroad. Thanks for watching and see you next time.